Hello YouTube, Uncle Lucky here, and welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Cuisinart. Today, we've got something special going on. I kind of wanted to put this video out. I'm going to show a couple of toy hauls that my wife and I picked up here in the last couple of days, but also toy haul for a bigger reason. And I'll get to that in just a second. So I'll start off with some of the cool stuff we picked up this week. So, as you can see here, I didn't know if I was going to spend the money for this. I honestly didn't know what I wanted to do here because this thing was kind of rich, pretty penny, but it is amazing and beautiful. I'm starting to now completely run out of room. This Green Lantern toy is amazing. It's got like 28 pieces, and I don't know if you can see it here or not, but he forms into some like weaponized thing for his green power ability. It's pretty damn stellar looking toy. I really like it. Again, this one was, I passed it so many times thinking, you know, do I have the money for this type of thing? And you kind of have to talk yourself into stuff. Next up, pick this one up for her. She and I are really big into Nightmare Before Christmas. It was just one of those movies I remember years ago that I saw it at the theater and was just completely enamored with it, and have always loved the movie. Everything from, and I'm not into musicals, that's the funniest part. I cannot stand musicals. Sorry to anybody out there who loves musicals. It's nothing against it. I just have never been able to really get into musicals. But for some strange reason, this movie always resonated with me. So she is really into Sally, as you can see here. And we got this. They had a set at one time that you could buy Jack and Sally together, but we couldn't, we missed out picking it up. And we saw Jack the other day. Price tags on these ones are kind of up there as well, so we decided to just get Sally because it seems like she's a little bit harder to find. So we missed out on him, but it's probably for the best because the box they had with Jack was almost completely demolished. It looked bad. This piece here was all ripped up. We've been having conversations lately, and she and I have come to this kind of an understanding that there's a thing about toy collecting that, we had this long conversation about this yesterday, as a matter of fact. There's a thing about toy collecting that's it's changed. It's morphed. It's completely different now from when I was a kid. My uncle, Uncle Lucky's uncle, good guy. I love him. He's like a father to me. He had the thing when I was growing up, though. He collected. He was the one who got me into collecting. Big time into collecting. Toys, comic books, you know, he was into all that stuff through his life, and he always kept them in the package. And that was kind of a theme that I lived by for almost all my life. You buy something, you keep it in the package, but then you start to kind of realize at certain points in your life that unless you're going to go out and buy 2 of everything, and you have that kind of money, and it's also a crapshoot in life that what's going to be worth what at any given time. All the stuff I collected from, you know, the late 80s to up till now, you know, you go look for them and hunt for them on the internet, and you find out that probably 80 to 90% of your collection, if you were collecting for money to have a nest egg or whatever, you kind of find out that this stuff's not worth anything anymore. It might have been worth something at one time, but the name of the game in collecting has completely changed so dramatically. So, I come to this conundrum in my life. You know, what do I want to do with my collection? I've got all this stuff in packaging, but it's just in packaging. You can't really take it out and enjoy it for what it is. Now I'm looking at all this stuff going, well, it's not worth anything. So it's going to be one of these weird things where I kind of end up taking a lot of stuff out of the packages, I think, now, because they're not going to make me any nest egg money. It's not going to go towards my retirement, so what can you do? Now, this one, I had to say about 4. Yes, it's amazing, beautiful. You just there's no other words to really describe it. It's whew. Beautiful, huh? Absolutely beautiful. This one will be shown on a future episode, by the way, out of the box. So now that I've gotten all the toys and collectibles and stuff like that out of the way, and you've seen my little haul for the month, I told you at the beginning this is a special episode. It's actually dedicated to certain people that I can't say enough about these two. Honestly, they have got an amazing show. It cracks me up nonstop. They have got one of the best shows on YouTube right now, and I don't understand. They're at over 1,000 subscribers now. I can't figure out why they're not at 10,000 subscribers. The show is just phenomenal. The two of them are just hilarious. Kat and Paul at Comic Trips. This episode is dedicated to you because if you haven't seen their latest video that they've put out, it was for a drawing and the 1,000 subscriber thing. They gave out some prizes and stuff, which is really cool. But more importantly than that, they are engaged to be married. And that to me is super cool. They are two super cool people and absolutely love their show. I can't wait to see what happens when they get to 2,000, 3,000, and 8,000 subscribers. So, Kat and Paul, Comic Trips, this episode is dedicated to you, and congratulations. This is Lucky. I'm glad you joined us. Have a good one.